The beef short rib is one of my personal favourite cuts of beef, and today I'm going to show you exactly how I cook it. Job number one is always trimming up, and the butcher did a pretty good job of this piece. I like a fatty piece of meat, I like a fatty bite. Some people don't. For me, it adds that layer of filth that I'm always looking for. So I'm going to leave the membrane on. You're not going to eat it anyway. Even if you did, it isn't a problem. Time now to impart some flavour. And because I'm leaving the fat cap on, I'm actually going to add a binder. I'm going to be going with good old-fashioned yellow mustard. You can use anything, oils, different. You're not going to taste this. It really is just to provide a little bit of a better sticky, tacky surface for any flavours that we're going to add to stick to. So we're going to go on and just give it a real good rubbing in. And as always, guys, don't forget the sides. It's not just about top and bottom, especially when it comes to beef ribs. The main piece of meat that we have access to is on the side. So we want to make sure that we're doing a real good job of flavouring up the sides as well as the top, and a cheeky little bit on the bottom never hurt anyone.
That's what she said.
Today I've put together my own spice mix, and this is a combination of mostly salt, pepper, a little bit of paprika, garlic, onion powder, a few cheeky special ingredients, but it really isn't rocket science, and it pairs beautifully with beef. And again, this is a cut of meat that can really take a decent amount of seasoning, so we're not going to be shy, we're going to go liberal, and I really want to get it to a point where I can't see the meat anymore. Use your mustard as a visual cue. When that yellow starts to be fully covered up, that's a good sign to know that you're about there. But again, don't be shy. Final sprinkling back on the top for good luck. And she is ready. Beautiful. That simple to create one of the best bites in barbecue, one of the best bites in live fire cooking, and just one of the best bites in dining, period. And this is going to be a low and slow. We're going to be looking at around an 8, 10, maybe even 12-hour cook. Got my Traeger fired up to 250 degrees. That's where we're going to start. I want to impart a ton of flavour, a ton of smoke, and then we're going to monitor this cook throughout the day. We might do a cheeky little spritzy here and a spritzy there as we're monitoring the bark, but I'm going to show you exactly how we can make sure that we're cooking this to perfection.
3 hours later.
These beautiful beef ribs have been sitting in that bath of smoke now for about 3 hours, and I want to check on the bark, and I've got my super sprayer ready for a cheeky little spritz if I want to just keep it moist. So every few hours during the cook, I'm going to go in, cheeky little spritzy. Got some apple juice, let's have a little look at where we're at. Now this beautiful barbecue short rib is temping at a perfect 204. It's time to get it off, get it on our board, and start preparing ourselves for what is going to be a truly special moment. Like any good piece of beef, we can't rush this process. We need to let it rest. We want to make sure that we have the juiciest, tenderest bite possible, so give it at least 20 to 30 minutes, but that is good news because it gives you time to prepare yourself. Grab yourself a drink because you're about to experience one of the single best bites in all of barbecue. Skål!
Skål! Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
What the heck?
JD, number 27 gold. What are you saying?
Gold.
That, I'm going to throw it out there, as one of the best whiskies I've ever had.
That's unbelievable.
That is
another sip.
Smooth as she comes. Oh, baby.
That was like one of those moments where I laughed and was like, but I can't spit this drink out. That's not the drink that you spit out when you laugh.
Yeah, that's a pretty bougie bottle as JD as they come, but...
Tell me, what is going on?
low and slow, smoked beef short rib. What are you saying?
I'm saying, look at the juices. Oh my goodness.
This is going to change your life, my friend.
I'm beyond excited. It almost looks like a piece of wood from the top.
That is bark.
Bark.
At its most beautiful.
She's barking.
She is barking.
Oh goodness.
She a barky girl, this one, I'm telling you right now.
Barky girl.
Yes, she is. So, I think there's nothing for it. Now, the question comes, how manly are you feeling right now? Are you going straight off the bone, or would you like me to cut you a very delicate slice for you to try?
Do you know what? With our beards, we just got to go straight off the bone, haven't we?
It is the only acceptable
I think.
answer.
Yeah, what if I'd said the other one?
I'd have done it for you, but I'd have mocked you mercilessly about
I'm so
it.
glad I said off the bone then. Diving in.
You going for the little one?
I'm going for the little one.
Look at that, mate. Look at that
The
rendered
smoke ring.
fat.
Look at that.
The bark.
Oh my goodness.
Rested to perfection.
And there's so much fat. And you know
There is.
how I feel about that? Are we just diving straight in?
Skull, my friend.
Skull.
I'll let you have the first bite. Guests' privileges. And then when you give the first things, you start talking, and I'm going to go straight in. There's no messing when it comes to beef.
Oh my
short
word.
rib.
So I got a nice bite with a bit of fat in there. This seasoning's unreal. It just makes it go, bam. That, do you know what? Best beef I've ever had, I think.
I'm telling you, not
That's
only
unbelievable.
is it one of the best bites in barbecue, cooking over fire, but it's one of the best bites in fine dining.
It's actually really flaky.
It's beautiful. It's like brisket on the bone, but in my opinion, and I'm probably going to upset some of my friends over in Texas right now, but I think this is better than brisket.
Really?
When the fat is rendered
That's a
like
big
that,
moment.
when it's that tender, with that kind
Oh my
of bark,
word.
oh my days.
So yeah, I'm about it, is what I'd say.
You go, try and explain it just purely because I want another bite, that's
Okay. I would explain it as
all. Go this side.
you've been walking in a desert for a year, and you've managed to survive by drinking the sweat off your brow. And all you need is some moisture that isn't your own sweat, and suddenly a lagoon is in front of you. Not only are you able to drink from it, you're allowed to bathe in it. That is what I would say. This is
an intense analogy.
is my barbecue lagoon.
You've been drinking too much JD Gold, you have.
Well, or have I been eating too much delicious barbecue? Who knows?
Who knows? But that is a must try. You set her up for success.
My
you
goodness.
pop it in the smoker. You keep your temps right. And then you let time and fire and smoke create what it creates. Beautiful mastery of beef. There's no other way.
There's no other way. That's our barbecue lagoon.
There we go.
That's what we're calling it, the barbecue lagoon.
Cool, there we go. We've started something right there.
There we go.
But get out there, guys, try it. Even if you have to do it in your oven to start with, low and slow, take your time, let that fat render, give it a bark, and this will blow your mind. So enjoy. Thank you so much for joining us. Subscribe if you are new here, and we can't wait to see you on the next episode of Valhalla Grills.